Hello, you're watching Alexa, and in today's video, we're continuing on with 12 days of foundation, doing day 11 with the Gosh foundation drops. So this is going to be a wear test for the Gosh foundation drops in shade 006, which is Tawny. There are only 5 shades in this foundation range, unfortunately pretty sparse. If you've never heard about this brand, it's sold at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada, and it is from Denmark. In this video, you're going to see a wear test, a review. You're going to see how the foundation wears on my oily, acne-prone skin throughout the day. Let's talk a little bit about the product claims. It says here it's a unique, ultra light texture formulated without water. It only takes a few drops from the pipette to give you a natural, flawless, medium coverage. So I'm not expecting full coverage with this. My left, your right is going to be primed with this primer from Gosh. This is the Illuminating Skin Perfector base. The primer has a color, but it kind of just blends away as you rub it in. Now that I'm finished shooting that gimmicky thumbnail, it seems to spread out quite a bit, but not as much as the Dermablend foundation drops. We're going for medium coverage today. If I'm testing this, I want to test it to its full ability, of course. I'm not expecting it to do anything in the way of concealing dark circles, if I'm entirely honest, because it's quite liquidy. I think that was like 6, 7 drops, so I'll try to do the same on the other side, just because I kind of know what to expect now. Do you hear that? Right off the bat, this is probably a few tones too light for me, but I don't think that there would be another option for me in the line since there are only 5 shades, so I could probably work with this by using some bronzer, basically. Here is a close-up with my point and shoot. Doesn't look bad here really, but it's like when you get to the hairline and my hairline is almost darker, I don't know, that's weird. But actually it looks quite nice, and I'm curious to see how this wears because the Dermablend drops, if you can remember, were quite the disaster. Although, to be fair, I think the product had already gone off, so in its newer state, it definitely performed better than what it did in that other video. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But yeah. For concealer, I'm gonna pop on some of the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium honey. Same routine as always. My skin texture has improved dramatically over the last week because I switched over to a different regime specifically targeted towards acne and oily skin. If you want to know more about it, check me out on Instagram via Alexa Likes. I shared it on my stories and it's also in the skincare highlights. I will probably be doing a video about that soon because I'm quite impressed. I'll be using my Makeup Forever translucent powder and just hitting the places where I normally get oily, as I normally do, just to give the foundation a fighting chance. So far, I'm very impressed with how this looks. It looks like skin, but it also looks a bit flawless if you ask me, and I'm curious to see how this wears throughout the day. Stay tuned. Right now I'm gonna show you a clip of how it looks in natural light, and then I'll show you how it looks in a photo with flash and without flash. And I will be back in a few hours to show you how the foundation wears and what my final thoughts are. Buckle up, I'm taking you to the future. Hey, it has been 10 hours. So I first put this on at 1:30 and now it is past 11:30 in the evening. Okay, it's pretty darn clear we need to do some blotting, so let's get into it. Here we have the product of the blotting. Some of it did transfer, but it's not too bad. I'm actually quite impressed with this foundation. This was really nice for me after my mishap with the Dermablend drops. So these Gosh drops are so light wearing, and as you can see, even after blotting, I still look a bit dewy and it's still quite nice. It is blurring, but it's not full coverage. It's sort of medium, and it does kind of conceal stuff without completely covering up, and I quite like it. One of the biggest setbacks to me is that there are like all of 5 shades available. I think you could mix it with another foundation, but that kind of defeats the purpose of it being a light wearing foundation. I like the way this looks very much. Like, this to me does not look 10 hours old. I look exhausted. If you guys have successfully tried any foundation drops like the Gosh ones that I'm wearing today, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. I want to hear it. Oh, I didn't notice a huge difference with the primed side versus non-primed side. If you did on the close-ups, let me know. I did feel like there was a little bit of bunching up here, some dryness around my chin, which has been a reoccurring trend over the last few days just because of breakouts and dryness. It is getting very cold outside right now, so wishing you all a splendid holiday season, and I will see you on Tuesday.